What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another stream for the from the Overwatch University. Let me take a look, make sure we got everything set up here. But it looks like we're going to have Team Mallard United versus Team Absolute Dysre. And these guys are going to be playing in the championship known as the Road to Grandmaster League. So I have been looking forward to this all week, and I'm so excited to have you guys here. In the chat below, please tell me what team you're looking forward to see and play, and specifically if there's one person you guys want to take a look at as we play the game. Anyway, let's go ahead and actually take a look at both teams. We do have Mallard United. They're already set up with their golden icons in the corner here. They all got the same golden, or they all got different golden icons, but man, they're looking good. If you guys didn't notice, it's the anniversary. I am loving this anniversary update. We got new skins, we got new maps, we got new icons. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what these guys do and kind of what these guys wear throughout the stream. Let's actually take a look at Absolute Dysre. They need to get their icons in order, man. All gold's the only way to go. But in the meantime, let's actually take a look at these guys' SRs. So it looks like we got Silken, and we got Strafology, and we got the Nemesis. Let's take a look at their SRs and see what kind of gameplay we ought to see from them. So, oh, we got the Nemesis here, and he's actually at an SR of 4,047. That is huge. Guys, these are going to be some intense battles. This is the semifinals. I'm looking forward to it, man. Anyway, 4,047 mostly plays as a Genji, a little bit of time as McCree as well. So we might see McCree come out of the pocket when we need him. But I am actually looking forward to seeing the Nemesis. I think that's how you say it. The Nemesis going in as the Genji. Let's take a look at Strafology here. Let's view their profile. An SR of 3,294. Pretty good there. He or she does have more time on Genji once again, but you might be seeing a little bit of Soldier or even a little bit of Roadhog. And the last person that we did have here, I believe, was Silken, Jerry, and Cryptic. Let's take a look at their profiles and see what we can glean from them. Silky and Cryptic might not be on here just yet. Jacree, is he on here? Nah, it doesn't look like they're on here quite yet. We are still getting the teams ready. Team Absolute Dysre is just waiting on a couple more people. The name is Nemesis Q. Oh, the name is Q. Well, just Q is fine. Okay, cool. So we're going to call him Q from now on. Strafology, I don't play Genji. You do play Genji. I'm actually reading the chat in the corner. You guys can kind of see them talking to me. And neither of them play Genji, apparently. But they all are really good at Genji, according to their profiles. I kind of want to see what Ducky's profile is looking like. Ducky and Cryptic as well. Let's see if we can't find them in the social over here. Recent players. Is Ducky in here? He ought to be in here. I remember Ducky doing a lot of damage last game. Not only a lot of damage, just a lot of work in general. So I kind of want to see... Oh, man, he doesn't quite show up just yet. Can we view his profile from here? Yes, we can. Very nice. So let's take a look at Cryptic here. Cryptic does have an SR of 3,422. Very good. Most of their time is as Tracer. 42 hours compared to all these other classes. So that's definitely a lot of time, specifically in Tracer. But who knows? They might not play Tracer. You never know. Go to comp stats. Oh, comp stats, not quick play. Well, see, that's completely different, isn't it? Oh, see? You guys caught me. I'm actually learning as we go. So anyway, we have an SR of 2,410 for Cryptic here. Playing most of the time as Reinhardt. Let's actually take a look back at Strafology here now. Now that we know how to do this stuff, right? Well, I'm still learning. You guys are still learning. It's a big world out there. Taking a look. Looks like she played current competitive season. Playing a lot of Roadhog, Strafology is. A lot of Roadhog, a little bit of Ana in the pocket. Has an SR of 3,333. Very nice. Very nice. Let's go over to the Q. Take a look at the Q. See what's going on with their profile. So Genji, apparently they only play Genji in quick play. Let's take a look at the current competitive season. This is the current competitive season, and he still plays Genji. What's going on? But it looks like we're going to be seeing some Soldier possibly out of the queue as well there. 4,047 is still very impressive there, guys. Looks like we finally got all the teams ready, so we're just kind of hang out and wait for them to go. First map looks like it might be Nubani. I'm actually getting excited for this one, guys. Let's take a look here. Is there anybody specific you guys want me to take a look at? You guys want me to follow as we're going through this match? Let me know, because I love getting in your guys' opinion and watching those characters that you want to see. Let's take a look at possibly some of the absolute desires. Obesity. Ooh, Zenyatta. He's got a weird looking name. Let's see what his current competitive season is. Most of his times is Genji as well. A lot of Genji players. A little bit of McCree in the pocket there. So we might have some McCree. 3,892. A very high SR in the golden range there. Obesity, on the other hand. Let's see what they're doing, man. In the competitive season, they currently are playing Zarya, so we're going to see a lot of Zarya gameplay from this guy, as well as some Roadhog as well. 3,328, it's a pretty good SR in that case as well. Let's take a look at Flav up here in the corner, view profile. Change that to competitive. Lucio, man, this is a Lucio main, and I love Lucio mains, because Lucio mains are just so fun, very quirky. A lot of wall running and a lot of boops going on, right? So they kind of make the gameplay really worth it, and I'm hoping to see a lot of booping going on as we move on in the map. Strafe plays Genji confirmed. Smurf. Now let's take a look at Luck as well. Interesting names we got going on here, and I am absolutely ready. Whenever these guys are ready to play, we're going to hop on in there. Ooh. Also playing some Lucio on the quick play, but let's see what he does. Actually plays Soldier competitively. An SR of 2,361, so very interesting there. Crimit as well. Let's take a look at his... Oh, actually, I skipped Ovali, I guess. So let's take a look. Looks like we've got a little bit of Diva on the quick play, but let's go to the competitive season. Wow, they've been playing for 3 seasons already. Ducky noob. I gotta take a look at Ducky as well, don't I? Ducky. So let's take a look. 3,931 as the Mercy with 51 hours. Very impressive there. Let's take a look finally at Ducky. And Ducky does have a little bit of time in all the seasons. Wow, that's intense. Mostly does play as the Reinhardt, so I'm hoping to see some Reinhardt action. I don't know if they main Reinhardt or not, but we definitely should. He definitely does have the most hours. He or she has the most hours in Reinhardt as it goes. And that's a lot of time, guys. I think that's more time than I've ever been playing before. Hey. Y'all are getting too mean in the chat there. I think we missed a couple people. Let me actually go back and take a look at Crimit here. Now, Crimit looks like he's been playing 3 seasons. Very nice. Current competitive season has been playing a lot of Winston. Has been also playing a lot of Lucio as well. And you often see that a Lucio will switch into a Winston. I've seen that a couple times in various games, and so it's kind of important to see when that occurs. Do they need more healing? Do they really need more dive bombing going in from the Winston? And overall, what does this tell you about the game and about the game situation? So he's got a huge SR, an SR of 4,411. Pretty impressive, man. All of his season high is like all sparky, and so is his current high. It's all dazzly. Very interesting looking game here. I like his icon too. Let's take a look. Finally, I think we looked at Obesity, looked at Luck, Flav. I think we've looked at everybody now, so you guys kind of get an idea of what's going on. We have some very high SRs here. SRs in the... I think the highest one we saw was 4,400, so that's pretty impressive. And we do have some SRs down there. I think one of them was like 2,000. A couple of them were 3,000. So we do have a wide range of players, but it does look like both teams have somebody in the 4,000 range they can actually help boost them up. I think we're kind of just hanging out now. Let's take a look here. So to give you guys a little background about what's been going on in this tournament so far. We started out with 8 teams. There was 4 games last week. There were 8 games last week. I actually casted 4 of them. And then we had some semifinal or quarterfinals as well. And now we're in the semifinals. So we have 2 games coming up. We have this game, and then we have another game with a couple other teams as well. I'm hoping I get to cast that game, but this game has been kind of late. This game was supposed to start at 6 p.m., but it looks like it's finally getting started now. So hopefully, we can get this done in time to watch the next game for you guys. But I am looking forward to it, and this is the accumulation, you could say, of what was, I believe, was 16 teams. Let me take a look and confirm that for you guys. There's quite a few teams, if I do say so myself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It was 14 teams, guys. 14 teams that were there playing in the beginning, and now it's only come down to 4. Next game, it's only going to be 2, and we might actually see the finals today if the teams prefer to have it today or tomorrow. But yeah, guys, this is going to be one of the bigger games. It is the semifinals, and I'm so hyped to bring this to you guys. I actually do need to get a set up just a little more, so give me a couple more minutes, guys, and I will be right back. And we are back. So just so you guys know, I do have to give a shout out to Overwatch University. Overwatch University is a place where teams can find scrims, teams can find each other, teams can find players, and teams can find casters too. So if you guys need somebody to come out there, cast a game, somebody out there to play with you, let me know. But it looks like we are going to get into the first game here.
Traveling to Volskaya Industries.
Volskaya Industries. Now, guys, this is a very interesting map, simply because of, number one, it is 2 control points. You don't see 2 control points too often. You generally see a pushing the cart scenario or a hybrid scenario as well. It looks like both teams have chosen team or map Volskaya. I do like to give you guys like a very wide view here. This is cool, man. You rarely see these robots. I would love to see these robots move from time to time. You can kind of see him move in the background, maybe. His head and his body move. But it'd be so cool if these guys kind of moved in the background too. Looks like we already have the teams getting set up in the back here. Might have a McCree coming out of the queue. Very interesting pick there. Gonna have, possibly a May as well. What's going on, May? Looking good in that, in her robes. Very well done. Getting that skin. I actually do want that skin very much myself, but it does look like we're going to have the defense coming in with the Mallard United team going in on the defense. The offense is going to be the absolute Dysre team coming in with Zarya, Winston combo, and the Diva and the Soldier as well here. It's going to be kind of interesting to see the Diva and the Zarya work together with the Soldier. Looks like the game's going to start right here. Let's actually take a look at this Zonto cam and see what we can see. Soldier's going to come around the right-hand corner as it is. Looking for somebody to pick off. Going to kind of be tentative around this corner here. Usually there's a lot of defense at this corner, but it looks like Team Absolute Dysre is going to get in here pretty quickly and try to get on the point. Soldier coming in from the left-hand side. Notices that Lucio's out of place. Trying to get a little bit of damage on Lucio. Going for the upstairs pick. Notices that Mercy's out of blind, trying to get that Mercy kill. Can't quite get the damage that he needs to, but is certainly doing work, especially from upstairs here. Takes out the Reinhardt. Gonna go for the Soldier in the corner. Soldier gets pushed off the edge. Very well done there. And now we're gonna see a little bit more damage on Zarya, and that's gonna be the point to Absolute Dysre fairly quickly. Wow, guys, I didn't even switch characters, and that happened so fast. I think it was because actually, I think it was because Team Mallard United really just didn't hold the point very well. What they did was they kind of held back very far, and they lost two people, a couple of people, Reinhardt, very quickly. And that's going to mean that Team Absolute Dysre is going to take the point very fast with 7 minutes on the clock, and 7 minutes is a huge amount of time. Looks like they're actually going to come in up top here. Winston and Diva is going to come in from both sides. Going to try to get a little bit of damage on the point. Lucio comes in, actually gets a little boop off as well. Reinhardt's going to go and do a shield. Try to get a little bit of damage on that Lucio, but can't quite do enough. Has to keep his shield up because he's taking a ton of damage himself. Going in for the Winston. Trying to get a little bit of damage on this Winston. Diva pushes him out of the way. And you guys notice that there's just a solid amount of damage coming onto this point here. Diva does try to get in here a little bit and do a little bit more damage. But we do finally have the Tactical Visor coming out from the defense along with the Ice Blizzard. And that's going to be a res from Mercy as well. All the ults are coming out here slowly but surely. We do have the Q holding on to his ult in the background. He's going to pop out as soon as he can. Here he goes, going in for the ult on the Soldier. Gets the Soldier. Going to try to take down this defensive Winston as well. Can he get? Oh, there you go. And that's going to mean the point does stay with Team Mallard United. But they're going to have to hold this point for another 7 minutes, guys. And that's, or 6 minutes in this case. And that's pretty impressive, man. Once again, the Nemesis, or I should say the Q is going to stay up here on the high ground, kind of control the high ground a little bit. And you guys can see in the corner there, we actually have a Soldier coming on the right-hand side, but of course the Q can't see that, so how are we going to take care of that one? Q notices a couple people coming in from the side as well. We're probably calling that out to his team, but it looks like the defense is going to hold fairly strongly here. Got a couple ults ready, but it looks like nobody's winning the ult economy just quite yet. And so we're actually going to see is a somewhat of a dry push coming in from Team Absolute Dysre. Sorry about that, guys. Do have an ult coming in from the Diva, but doesn't quite get anybody. Gonna go ahead and get a boosted in Winston coming in from the top. Does finally take down the Soldier. Very well done by that Winston. Let's take a look at the Winston cam. Going in for a little bit more damage. Trying to get this Tracer if he can. Tracer's being a pain, but Tracer finally goes down. Going in for the Zarya and Reinhardt if he can. Can he get the Zarya? Reinhardt does go down, but not before getting a hammer down in. Zarya does get nano boosted, but she's going to get pushed away from the map. Winston's going to jump up here and try to get this point. Probably going for the Soldier. Yeah, see if he can get that Soldier, man. Once again, Zarya's going to try to get on this point. And it looks like we're actually going to have a Graviton Surge come in from the bottom. But at this point, guys, it's kind of looking like Mallard United has slowly but surely fallen away. And Absolute is going to take this point pretty unscathed. We've got Tracer coming in and trying to do a little bit of damage, but that's going to be it, guys. Wow. 4 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock, and that is going to be 2 points. 2 rounds to Team Absolute Dysre there. Mallard put up a good defense that second point, but they really let that first point go fairly quickly. Now we do have Namus on the McCree there for a second there, but it looks like he's probably going to switch back to Soldier again. Soldier did extremely well for this team. I think we do have a team switch coming up here fairly quickly. And guys, that almost looked like a roll. That almost did look like a roll. But at the same time, we might once again see a really good offense from the opposing team as well. Team Mallard didn't quite have the defense that they needed, but if they can pull off an offense just as good as the one we saw, then we'll have a game here for sure.
Yeah, let's pick it up.
Looks like teams are solidified a little bit. Looks like we have Mallard once again. Mallard United going in for the Winston.
I wish I brought my stick and pad.
Do have the Genji as well as the Zenyatta coming in as well. Ooh, Zenyatta looking good, my friend. I must say, I do like these icons, man. That's a cute little icon. Chibi. They choose the chibi ones, and I'll let you guys know the chibi ones are the best icons. If anyone has any better icons, you know, you can come fight me, but I will fight you tooth and nail to tell you that the chibis are the best icons out there. Anyway, I gotta get a little bit of love on the Genji cam. The Q coming in as the Genji. I'm gonna hope to see some amazing Genji play out of this team. We've got 10 seconds left on the clock. Ooh, new skin there as well. 9.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attack.
Looks like they're gonna come out here with the Lucio. Oh, you're gonna take a lot of damage from that flame strike. That was a very well done strike there from the Reinhardt, but Reinhardt's already back in position with his team. Genji's gonna come in here, try to see if we can get a little bit of damage on the Mercy. Going for a couple of widespread darts there. See, notices the Soldier up top, gonna try to get the Soldier. Soldier gets out of the way just in time. Yeah, Discord orb on him too, man. Going in for the Reinhardt. If Reinhardt gets taken down, this defense is going to fall pretty quickly. Genji notices the Zarya to his side as well. Going for a little bit of damage on the Zarya. Takes the high ground. And we do have Mallard United trying to come in here and get a couple kills. They do lose their Winston fairly quickly. The defense is holding very well here. Absolute Dysre is holding extremely well here, doing some work here. The Q's coming in trying to get a little bit of damage on the Mercy, but he's unfortunately not going to be able to, or on the Ana, but unfortunately he's not going to be able to get that pick. Comes in, goes for the Ana, again gets pushed away by the Reinhardt, as you guys can see, and Winston's going to come in here, try to do a lot of damage on the Zarya there, but he's unfortunately going to get held back. Zarya does go down on the point though, and very quickly it's looking like a fight going towards Absolute Dysre. In fact, nobody from Mallard's left. Wow. One by one, or sorry, gonna go towards Mallard. One by one, Dysre. Absolute just fell apart. What's going on? These offensive pushes are huge, and they are making the cut. They're going to take this point fairly quickly, and they got 6 minutes and 40 seconds on the clock. That is a lot of time, guys. That's a whole lot of time. Looks like we got Genji on Mallard United. Going to try to come in here and keep the steam ball rolling. He already has his ult ready. Going to see if he can come around this edge here. Very sneaky spot. Going around the edge and going to probably pop this ult right here. Let's see him take it on the Ana. Here he goes. Oh, noticed by Soldier. He doesn't quite want to pop the ult yet. Going for the high ground. Takes out the Soldier along with his friend Winston. Going to get in behind the enemy team. Absolute Dysre finally sees him coming. Goes for Lucio. Takes out the Lucio. And that's when he pops his sword. Going in. Gets another kill. Gets put to sleep. Very good sleep dart there. Still has his ult out. Going for the Zarya. Can he get the Zarya? Does get a kill on the Zarya. Oh, huge nerf coming out. But everybody gets covered. And it looks like that nerf actually took out a Tracer and a Roadhog as well. Genji's going to come in here and clean up, though, and that's going to mean that Mallard United might have this point very well secured. Winston does come in there, and he is nano boosted. But will that be enough for him, man? Genji v Winston now, and Genji's going to unfortunately get taken down. That point's being very well held here by Absolute Dysre, but that was close, man. That was only the first push, and already they almost lost the point. The offenses on these teams are insane. Oh, man, I'm loving it, guys. I love to see a good offense against a good offense and just no defense anywhere. That's the best game. Next, we have a fight coming on the left-hand corner. Lucio's going to get it out of that pretty quickly. D.Va's got a Discord orb on her, and she's going to get out of there pretty quickly as well. Lucio finally pops his ult, and we do have defense holding pretty strongly, especially since they got Lucio's buff there. Once again, you can see Soldier in the corner, or Tracer in the corner coming in, trying to get a kill on this Lucio / Ana. And it looks like nobody's going to be there to fight her. Tracer does finally get away there. And it looks like the team... Oh, Roadhog comes out with his ult, but unfortunately it's not going to get too many kills. He gets taken down fairly quickly. Tracer gets taken down for Team Mallard as well. Unfortunately, this push isn't as successful as the last one. Team Absolute Dysre is holding their own fairly well, especially with this Ana Lucio combo. Looks like both teams are actually in deficit with the ults, guys. We got no ults for anybody right now, and the ults are building rather slowly. That's actually very good for the defensive team Absolute here. If no ults are building, that means nobody's going to be pushing, and so they can just kind of hang out and wait. And Absolute is doing a pretty good job of holding the point there. Notices that the Roadhog's getting a lot of damage put on him. Has to heal that Roadhog off pretty quickly. Gonna try to go in for the Tracer. Zenyatta and Ana both have points on their respective teams. Having ults, I should say. But it does look like we're going to shortly see another Genji ult coming here. Genji's going to come in here fine. Does get his ult. Gonna go ahead and pop that from the high ground. Here he goes, going for the Ana. Takes down the Ana. Oh, does he? Because Lucio pops his ult right there. And unfortunately negates this Genji ult. That Genji ult was completely negated. Number one with the Lucio ult. Number two with Ana just healing herself up. That's a lot of damage that was missed out on. It looks like Lucio is going to pop his ult for the offensive team. That means the offensive team has a huge buff coming into the point. Gonna try to get a little bit of damage in on the point. Nano boosted. Roadhog goes in, but he does get taken down very quickly, and the Soldier's going to come in here and do a lot more damage, taking down Zenyatta as well, and that's going to be another failed push. Another failed push by Mallard, guys.
Let's get patched up.
Wow. Now Mallard really has to get it together, get their team together, and make a cohesive push. Their first push was very good, but that was partially because Team Absolute was already on their back foot. They were already on their back heel. Now they're actually standing straight up, and they're ready for a fight. And now is when Mallard really has to pull it together and get somebody in. You notice we're getting a couple ults ready. We do have a Soldier, a D.Va ult coming out here. Let's see if D.Va's going to pop her ult anytime soon. Putting a little bit of damage on the point, mostly putting up her shield. and really kind of holding the fort for her team. Absolute's doing a very good job of defending now, but their Winston does go, and they actually do take out their Winston pretty quickly. That's going to be a lot less pushing power for Mallard here. Zenyatta's actually caught in a corner here. Zenyatta does get taken down as well. Without a Zenyatta, it's not going to be much of a push, guys. You need that healer with you. All the guys are Lucio left on the Mallard team, and it does look like Absolute's going to hold this point fairly strongly here. Winston jumping in. Huge jumps from Winston, man. But we finally do have the ults building up slowly but surely for both teams. Do have a Roadhog ult coming out here pretty quickly soon, but I'm liking the Diva cam, so let's take a look here. Looks like we actually got Team Mallard coming in from the left-hand side. Roadhog v Roadhog fight going in now. Roadhog does get a huge hook on the Soldier. Soldier's going to go down, and that's going to mean we do have a Roadhog ult coming out here as well, and that's going to push the team back a little bit more. Notice a Tracer in the background, trying to eliminate that Tracer if she can, but doesn't quite get it. But that is going to be two very important people from the... Tracer goes down in the end. That's going to be 3 important people from Mallard who aren't able to push, guys. We need some sort of push. We need some sort of cohesive push from Mallard. Absolute's just going to hold this point fairly well. Let's actually take a look at the Absolute Zenyatta cam. Zenyatta's got his ult up, and he's ready to pop it on some unsuspecting Mallard dudes right here. Notice how he's staying on the high ground, really going for the Zarya in the corner. Notices his enemy soldier at the side there, but not going to put too much damage into him. Hard to shoot somebody who's that far away. Notices that the team in front of him is a little scattered just slightly, but it looks like Lucy's going to pop his ult. Absolute Zenyatta's going to, Zainto I should say, is going to come in here and finally pop his tactical visor. Going in there, does get the Roadhog, going for the soldier as well. Oh, doesn't get the Roadhog actually. Roadhog's right there. Didn't get quite as many kills as he wanted. Only got 1 kill with that tactical visor, and that's going to mean that we got another ult coming in from the Q. The Q might be able to take his ult and actually do it a little more justice than Team Absolute did. Let's see this come out. Oh, huge Zarya. Oh, wow, my God, guys. Zarya and Soldier combo. That is how you do it. Half the team is dead, and that's going to be the point. Wow, it only takes 1 good push, guys, and you guys saw it happen here. That was an amazing push by the Q, along with his Zarya's awesome Graviton Surge. And that's going to be 2 points for both teams. Now, that was an intense battle, guys. Very well done. That was a huge ult combo there. That's what they needed, and that's what they were waiting for. Because to be honest, if you guys noticed, the ults weren't building very quickly. We're waiting on Zarya's ult, we're waiting on the Soldier's ult, and we're waiting for both of them to align perfectly as well. And that takes some time. But once they did get that in there, they shot it at the right time. The entirety of Absolute Dysre was right there, and they got that tactical visor to do the most damage it could and just ate through the entire team. Very well done. Ducky with a huge Graviton Surge. Very well done by Ducky there, guys. I kind of want to get on the Ducky cam because if you guys notice, he's been putting out quite a bit of damage there. And let me just make sure I got the teams correct still. I think I do. Okay, looks like we're going to get started here pretty quickly. Let's take a look at the Ducky cam and see what Ducky's been up to lately.
60 seconds.
Looks like Team Mallard's gonna come in from the left-hand side with the Zarya and the and the Reinhardt there. Notices the team in front of him. Gonna try to get a little bit of damage run, not quite too much yet. Mostly both focused on building their shield. Actually, the whole team's going up the right-hand side. Very interesting pick here by the Mallard United team. They try to come in here and get a little bit of damage on the point. Taking the high ground, very effective, guys. But will it be enough to actually get the point? 30% charge on Zarya's cannon already. That microwave gun doing a lot of work. Goes in there for the Lucio. Can she get the Lucio? Not quite. Lucio's gonna stay alive because of his new healing factor. Man, Lucio's a tanky class, guys. Then we're gonna try to come in here and get a little bit of damage on the Winston. Notices the soldier up top. It looks like actually Mallard jumped in at the wrong time because they don't have quite as many people on the point. Still got soldier upstairs and Lucio to take care of. But it just might be able to do it. Soldier v soldier in the background if you see it. But it looks like Xanto's finally gonna fall back because Lucio fell off very quickly. That's going to be overtime, and it looks like Team Mallard's going to take the point. Yeah, they did just walk in, man. Now, that point's taking a long time to get captured, but it finally does get captured. It looks like Team Absolute Dysre is going to have to fall back fairly quickly here. Mallard's going to come in as quickly as they can. You notice that we do have the soldier coming out with his ult fairly quick. I'm going to get on his cam, see if he can pop that as soon as he gets it. He's going to have to when he does get it, but he's going to do a little bit of damage on this Winston. Just going to try to barely get up his cam if he can, because the minute he gets it, he's going to have to pop that bad boy, because they only got 6 seconds left. Pop it if you can, man. Pop it if you can. Here we go. Tactical visors coming in probably from both teams fairly soon. Here comes one tactical visor from Xanto. Tactical visor coming in on the point. And there's a... Oh, wow. I think I picked the right cam there because it looked like the Q got taken down by the other tactical visor. Xanto did an extremely well job of holding that point with his teammates, and that tactical visor came out a little early. You guys might have noticed that having an earlier tactical visor in this case worked out better for Team Absolute Dysre. Now we got one more point, guys. Do you guys think Absolute Dysre can take this point, or do you think they're actually gonna not be able to hold it? They actually have to take 2 points, I think, in order for the tie to break. As you can see, the Nemesis always starts out as McCree, but doesn't stay McCree, I don't think. He might stay McCree on the defense, and in that case, we'll probably take a look at the defense cam.
Somewhere in the world.
Check that out, man. Nope. Is he gonna stay McCree? Oh, don't tempt us, man. Don't tempt us. Yeah, he's going McCree. Mallard United doing a very good job of putting down their sprays here, right? I love watching people place their sprays. It's just so much fun. If you guys noticed, though, that last game, pretty intense work, especially by the soldiers. Very well done on both teams here. Gonna take a look at actually the Flav cam in the corner here. Let me see if I can get on the Lucio cam right here. Lucio, Flav. It does look like Absolute Dysre is gonna have only a couple minutes to get this point, I believe. Actually, only 1 minute, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, they actually got 5 minutes. 5 minutes to push this first point. Let's see if they can do it. Last team actually got into overtime fairly quickly. So Flav is going to come in here with his team, kind of support them. Notice how they're going for the top flank fairly quickly there. Diva came upstairs, trying to push this Diva off. Don't want to let them have the high ground. Winston's going to jump up there and try to do a little bit of damage here as well. And notice that the Diva's on the point, going to try to push her against the shield if he can, but he's actually going to heal up his team while he's out of here. As you guys can see, we do have Team Absolute Dysre coming in and trying to do a little bit of damage. Diva does go down. Roadhog looks like he's going to take out a Winston in the background there. And we do have a very good hold from Team Mallard, but unfortunately their team is falling slowly but surely. Diva's the only one left on the point for the offense. But it looks like she's doing quite a bit of work. Does take down the Ana. Possibly going to take down the enemy Diva as well. Does take down the enemy Diva. Has a Xanto soldier in the back. Doing a lot of damage on this point. And that's going to mean that Team Absolute Dysre takes this point fairly well. Very well done, Xanto. You are sick, dude. That is right. He does have his ult ready. He's going to go in there and pop it as soon as he can because they've only got 3 minutes and 40 seconds on the clock. Puts down his little spray, man. They do love the sprays. I'm telling you that much. There's the spray again. But he's actually coming in here on the high ground, you'll notice, because he's getting ready to pop his ult. No, he lost the high ground. It's all good, though. Gonna hop in here, do a little bit of damage. Going for the Diva if he can, trying to get the Diva out of her mech. Diva finally goes down. Going for the Zarya as well. Notices somebody behind him, but takes out the tactical visor, and here he goes. Taking out Cryptic. Looking for more. Triple K, and that's gonna be, along with that Graviton Surge, that's gonna mean that Team Absolute Dysre takes this point very, very decisively. Well played. Wow, that was awesome, man. That was very well done. 3 to 4, guys, and that's gonna mean that Absolute Dysre does take this match. Victory. Now I'm gonna take a quick second here and just I'm doing all the producing and all the editing and stuff here, so I'm actually gonna go in here and set up the scores for you. But it looks like Winston got play of the match. Let's see what he does here. He's enraged, going for the Roadhog, pushes the Roadhog off the map, gonna hop in here and gets a lot of damage from that surge. So he did a lot of damage there as well, along with the tactical advisor, and does take down a McCree in the end. Wow, that was where the team wipe came in, and that was how they won that round. But in the end, 66% kill rate. My God, Xanto was doing work, guys. Let me actually put that on the scoreboard for you. But it does look like Team Dysre is going to take one. Team Absolute's going to take 1 point right there. Let's give them a point and let's swap the teams and let's update that bad boy. Yeah, looking good. That was a very good game from both teams, but in the end, Absolute did take it. We went into some crazy overtime there, guys. If you didn't notice, man. But in the end, Absolute does take that very dominantly, I must say, by the end there. But I can't say that Mallard didn't put up a good defense. They put up a very good defense. They had some very good offense as well. And to get into that tiebreaker, they had to be on point. So these teams are very well even there. It can just any old combo can really set these teams apart from each other. You guys might notice that in both cases, the last cases that we've seen, Zarya has been key. The Zarya Soldier, Zarya Winston, Zarya anybody has been a key in these matches, and Zaryas have really been key. Take a look at Ducky, for example. Ducky, I know, was the Zarya for Team Mallard, and he has been putting in work. It's Dysre. Oh, it's Dysre, Absolute Dysre. Okay. I was saying Dysre. I don't know why. NA casters. Yeah, that's me, man. But yeah, Absolute Dysre. We can't read, man. We have a very bad school system over here in North America, especially with all the budget cuts. So, I got a little bit of an energy drink here. So you guys might hear me drinking from time to time. Not alcoholic, I promise. This is a kid-friendly show if you're 18 years old and up. We do have somebody from Team Mallard going to reset their internet a little bit, so we're kind of just hanging out. Notice in the chat, guys, you guys are loving it. This game is awesome. I'm having a great time. And these teams are very well matched, in my opinion, right? They're holding up very well against each other and doing a good job of going back and forth. We already saw that the first game did go into overtime. So that goes to show you that these teams are doing a great job against each other. All right, so looks like we do have everybody coming in here again. I'm excited to see what the next map is going to be. And keep in mind, is there anybody that you guys noticed throughout the game that you guys want me to keep an eye on? I've been keeping an eye on Xanto, and I've been keeping an eye on the Q. I think the name is Q as well. I think it says the name is Q. I'm just going to call him the Q for short. And so if you guys ever hear the Q, this is what I'm talking about. The name is Q. But I've been keeping an eye on both those guys because they're soldiers, and when they get their ults, they go in. We've also seen some awesome Genji play as well. But if there's anybody on the side that you guys saw needed more highlights, for example, Ducky as Zarya, just let me know. Let me know in the chat. Say their name with a bunch of kappas next to them, and I would love to put the camera on them for you. Dancing party at our spawn. Yeah, that is right, guys. How are you liking the anniversary? We've got dancing party. Xanto, keep an eye on Xanto. Keep an eye on Xanto. I got you, man. Keeping an eye on Xanto all the way. As always. As always, going to keep an eye on Xanto. Watch the dive heroes. Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on the dive heroes, man. I do occasionally switch over to, like, Lucio or something, but usually I keep an eye on Genji, keep an eye on Soldier. You know, the basics, right? The basics. Actually, I never keep an eye on Winston, but he is technically a dive character because he dives in deep, man. I need to keep an eye on Winston a lot more. Let's take a look here. Looks like teams are just kind of hanging out. And the supports during the team fights. Interesting. Okay. I'll keep an eye on that as well. Supports during the team fights. That's a good point. I've never actually thought about that one. That's a good point. You never know when to watch the supports. So I will take a look at the team fights. When the team fights are going on, try to take a look at those supports with Zenyatta, Lucio. I guess Zarya is kind of a support, in my opinion. She's more of a... I mean, she's obviously a tank. But to me, she feels like a support. Because when she puts that Graviton Surge out there, that's a supporting role, right? But that's a huge supporting role. That makes all the difference. As we saw in the last game, those Zarya ults, those Graviton Surges were pivotal when she has Grav up. I will keep an eye on that, man. Looks like we're still hanging out. I don't know what's taking these guys so long. Pick the map. Lego. And telegraphs it. Oh yeah, because they do telegraph. I've got my Graviton Surge ready. I'll keep my ears listening for her to say that she's ready with that Graviton Surge. Let's actually take a look. I kind of want to see a little bit more info on Xanto. Xanto's been doing a great job this time around. So let's take a look at his current competitive season, and he does have quite a lot of time on Genji, but we did see him going in as the Soldier as well, and he did a great time on the Soldier. An SR of 3,892 puts him at, that was at his season high. His current right now is only 3,636, but that's still very close. He's playing at optimal levels right now in the game. Looks like the next map is going to be Watchpoint Gibraltar. Well, somebody is asking for a pause, though. Has to go use the bathroom. He has to use the bathroom, and now everybody knows it. But it looks like we're finally going to get into our next game. Mallard v Absolute Dysre. Or Absolute Desire. Why do I keep saying Dysre? But here we go. I hope. Watchpoint Gibraltar. Let's talk about Watchpoint Gibraltar a little bit. We do have a hybrid map coming in here. No, I'm sorry. It's a full payload map in this case. So full payload map means that we're going to have one team is going to have to, chill in the cart, and we kind of want to see whether or not they go for the death ball or more go for a dive in this particular case. A lot of the death balls can be very strong, especially with Reinhardt's shield, and you got Winston's shield as well. But the dive can be very strong as well because you're picking off those key defensive players. Reinhardt himself is a very key defensive player, especially on the cart. So whenever you see Reinhardt, you take down his shield, you take him down, and defense basically folds after that as well. And if any of you guys need to use a bathroom break, I think we got a little bit of time before these guys get started. And Gibraltar. Got a little bit of time before these guys get started. In the meantime, we're just kind of hanging out and I'm waiting for the match to start. Oh yeah, let me give a shout out to Overwatch University, guys. Overwatch University, you guys can see the link in the bottom there over www.overwatchuniversity.com. This is a place where you guys can find scrims. This is a place where you guys can find people to fight it or people to play on your team if you're looking for somebody to make a team out of, or if you're a solo person looking for a team. This is where you can find teams as well. You can find casters. You can find different tournaments. This is where I found this tournament. And so really, Overwatch University is the place to be if you're trying to get into Overwatch and really learn everything that goes on. And I'm still learning myself, guys. I'm still learning about not only a lot about Overwatch, but a lot about casting and everything else. So please, if you guys have any advice, let me know. Have all day. A quick drinky pool. Looks like the teams are still getting ready for their next match. Oh yeah, obesity. So it looks like we got a dance party going on in the lobby of team, if I'm not mistaken, of Team Absolute Desire. I kind of want to see this dance party, guys. They better hurry up. Here's the dance party.
Bring it together.
Here we go. Yeah. Big dance party coming out from Team Absolute Desire. That's going to mean that, if I'm not mistaken, these guys are going to have the dance party. What's the word?
Show them what we can do.
The dance party advantage here, guys. They really do have the dance party advantage here, and that comes from the anniversary. In the anniversary update, they specifically said that a dance party advantage was given to any team that dances for a minimum of 10 seconds. And so I think they reached that 10-second mark just barely, and they're going to get that dance party advantage. I don't know what it entails, but it's there, and it's real. I promise you that. So it looks like we actually got an interesting pick from Nemesis Q, or the name is Q, coming in as a Bastion. I kind of want to hop on the Bastion cam and see what he's going to be doing when he comes out here with his team. I've got an Orisa as well. This is a very strong damage outputting team here. I got a Reinhardt, Zarya, and Orisa. That's going to be a triple tank. It looks like this is going to be a death ball, if I'm not mistaken. Bastion's going to come in here, try to get a little bit of damage on the Diva. Notices Zarya upstairs, going to do a little bit of damage on her as well. It looks like they're going to take this bridge fairly well. The fight does not begin until they get to this point back here. And it looks like Bastion's going to put out a ton of damage on this cart. Zarya's already in here trying to fight the Diva. Diva has to fall back with her teammates. Is trying to put out as much damage as she can. Puts up her barrier there to negate the damage just a little bit. Looks like we do have a fight going on in the background, actually. Winston does jump in, puts down his shield, but immediately gets taken down by that Bastion's gun. But finally, it does look like Team Mallard is going to hold this point fairly well. Diva and Zarya are going to come together and try to fight off this Winston or Reinhardt if they can. Zarya's going to come and do a little bit of damage. Reinhardt's going to push that cart slightly more, but he does have a Zarya and a Diva to account for there. Let's take a look at the Flav cam. Flav's going to try to come in here and get a little bit of damage on the Zarya. Possibly get a boop if he can. Gets pushed off by the Reinhardt. Going to try to come into this room and heal just a little bit with his teammates. Staying alive, but that's when the tank comes out of Bastion. And here comes the huge tank. Going for the Reinhardt, going for the Zarya, trying to get these shields down as quickly as it can. Doesn't get as many kills, but does get the point. And that is essential. The minute you heard that that's when the other team had to run. Team Absolute Desire had to run at that point and risk it getting taken out completely. So they had to fall back, and that allowed Mallard United to actually get through this point unscathed. Looks like we do have the ult actually coming out from the soldier Xanto before, but that's already missed and gone. Looks like the Nameless Q is going to try to get a little bit of damage. Takes down the shield very quickly. This Bastion's working on dividends. Goes for the Lucio. He'll get some more damage on this Reinhardt. Can he get it? Doesn't quite get it. Has to fall back from the point there. Going to try to set up in the corner here and try to punish anybody who comes too close. But there comes the hammer down. Going to take out quite a few people. Graviton Surge coming in as well, and that's going to be a huge surge on Team Mallard, actually. Absolute Desire is doing a very good job here defending this point, but they're going to have to fall back a little bit because they are losing people here. We've got Orisa on the offensive team, finally gets taken down. And that's going to mean, but that isn't going to deter the Mallard team from taking this point. And this Bastion's doing a heck of a lot of work on the point so far. Points finally taken, and we're going to actually see a Roadhog coming in from Absolute Desire. Very interesting pick there. And Roadhog is actually a good pick if you want to get rid of a Bastion. Roadhog goes in there, going to try to get this Mercy in the corner there. Mercy just might be going down if he has to fight Roadhog, but Roadhog gets pushed off the map. Oh, man. Very well done there. Looks like we actually got a switch for Xanto from Soldier to Genji. Genji's going to try to get in there and get a little bit more damage if he can. But all the ults are actually on the side of Team... I'm sorry. of Team Mallard here. And they actually got their ult coming in from Nameless Q. Does get 2 kills. Going to hop on that cart as quickly as he can. Going for the Genji in the back. Notices a Reinhardt with his shield down, going to eat through him very quickly. And this batch is paying off in dividends. Lucio's goes down. Graviton Surge comes out, but that's only to hold the defense back, and that's going to be the game. That was a very strong push by Mallard. This looks like their map. And when they put on Bastion, they know what they're doing. I couldn't keep my eyes off the Bastion cam, guys. That was very well played by the Mallard team. course, we have to remember Xanto's on Genji low. We have to remember that they're working from a deficit now. Team Mallard is 0-1. They're already missing a point. Team Absolute Desire already has a point. So they're kind of sitting comfy, right? If they lose a game, then they can go into overtime. But in the meantime, Team Mallard is the one who has to make up that game and then win another one in overtime. So that's going to mean that these teams really do have to Mallard does have to be winning this game if they want to stay in this competition.
Check this out.
Such bad manners. And it might be bad manners to have a Bastion, but it doesn't look like anybody has a Bastion anymore. We do have a Roadhog, though. And let's actually take a look at this Roadhog because he has a golden gun. And I think he has a golden hook, too, guys. Let's take a look at that beautiful golden hook, man. Here it is. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. No! No! He switched to Sombra. Oh, man.
There's no chance we can take
Anyway, Absolute Desire is going to come in here. Actually got a Sombra and a Genji. Very interesting picks here. But it looks like they're going for a little bit more damage and a little bit more of a picked class style. So I kind of want to take a look at this Sombra cam as she goes out and see what's going to go down on this point.
Nothing's gonna stop.
2, 1.
And here we go. Here comes the start. Sombra's going to come in here very quickly. Go invisible. Going to go around the back. See if she can get some damage up here in the stairwell. Actually going to hack this health kit fairly quickly. And actually, she's going to hang around here.
Be right back.
There she goes. I don't know what she was doing, but she actually waited for her team to get to the cart here. Now she's going to go see if she can't get this Reinhardt. Let's get a little bit of hack on him so he can't put up a shield. Doesn't, unfortunately, get that hack and has to fall back to her team. Very interesting gameplay with Sombra.
Much better.
Gonna have a little bit more damage on the point if she can, but she is not a fighting class. It is gonna actually come around the side here once more. You notice that she's really coming in here just to get picks and possibly get to take down Reinhardt's shield as well. Does get the Ana, and with that she's gonna fall back to her teammates. Did her job. Gonna hack the Reinhardt as well if she can. Notice that the offensive Reinhardt goes down, but that defensive Reinhardt's down as well. Gonna go invisible, possibly take out the Zarya. Here he goes with the Genji. Zarya does get hacked. Oh, but it doesn't quite get taken down. Lucio's actually gonna fall back and push the cart there himself. Let's take a look one more time. Crimit's doing huge work as this Sombra, doing a great job coming here, getting the picks when he can, doing the damage when he can, but actually staying alive. Takes down the Zarya as well. Finishes off the Lucio, going for the Reinhardt, gets the Reinhardt shield down, and that's gonna mean, wow, Absolute Desire is gonna do a great job with the hacks. And those hacks are on point, man. He's doing a great job of hacking. He's actually notices a soldier. Gonna take down this point. Gonna take down this health kit if she can. Only for her teammates now. Notices a soldier in the top there. So try to do a little more damage. Hopefully go for this Roadhog. Oh, notices a soldier. Doesn't want to get called out, but here's does get called out. Immediately gets back to that health kit. Very good teleport there, man. That was a very, very good teleport. Gonna come back here, try to get Lucio if she can. Does a little bit of damage on there. Notice that we got a couple of ults coming out on the point. Lucio pops his ult, and that's gonna keep his offense pushing. Defense is having a hard time really holding on to the point right now, and that's when the Graviton Surge comes in. It looks like he's gonna be countered by hammered down. That was a very good hammer down there from Mallard. Unfortunately, Reinhardt does go down. Roadhog's probably going to go down fairly quickly here as well. He did pop his ult, but he goes down in the end. Zarya is the last person on the point. She does get nano boosted, though. Can she do the damage that she needs to keep her team alive, though? Coming in here with that nano boost, going to try to get a little bit of damage on the enemy Zarya as well. Up to maximum charge, going in for the Lucio. Does get the Lucio kill. Can she get the Reinhardt kill? Does get the Reinhardt kill. Is hacked, though, but does get the kills. Wow, Ducky's going in doing insane work as the Zarya. This is the gameplay we wanted to see. Mallard United is doing some work on this defensive Zarya. Pushes the entirety of Absolute Desire all the way back. Very well done, very well coordinated. And they do have the Graviton Surge with the visor up as well. I'm looking forward to seeing that Graviton Surge popped any second. Unfortunately, we do have a Genji coming up with his ult as well. I kind of want to see what Genji's going to pop in the meantime. Xanto does have his ult. I want to see if it's going to be pulled out here. Here it goes, going for the Lucio. Possibly does get the Lucio. Going for the Zarya as well. Does take out the Zarya. Going for the Ana up top. Can he get the Ana? Yes, he probably will. Oh, Did I speak too soon? Get her! Get her! She's down! Oh, Anna gets away, and unfortunately Zanto's finally taken out. Couldn't finish it there, but that is going to mean that Team Absolute Dysre is going to take this point fairly well. That was 3 great picks. 3 awesome picks for the Genji there. Now, it looks like we did miss a Soldier ult, unfortunately, on Team Mallard United. But that's okay, because they didn't have a Graviton Surge attached to it. Genji did do a great job in his ult, doing a little bit of damage. And Mallard actually is holding this defense very well, even though a lot of their guys did go down. Ducky and Winston both doing a great job of holding this point extremely well for Mallard. Oh, man. Got a little bit of defense. Let's actually take a look at the high ground here. If you guys notice, we do only have a couple people on the point for Team Mallard. Now we got him upstairs as well. Winston's going to jump in, try and get a little bit of damage. Comes in from the background, but you notice the Graviton Surge comes out, and that's when Lucio pops his ult and actually negates that Graviton Surge fairly well. Ducky does come in, and he is nano boosted though. Gonna try to get a little bit of damage on this Anna in the corner. Ooh, can she get the Anna? Anna has been hard to finish off these games. I'm actually gonna just ignore this Anna and just gonna let her do a thing because there's more important stuff to do on the cart. Gonna go in, finally get this Anna if she can. Going to Lucio as well. Does take down that Anna. But unfortunately, a lot of Ducky's teammates are dying, including Ducky in this case. Ducky does go down. And that's gonna mean that I think Team Mallard is gonna have a little bit of a hard time here. Genji does pop his ult. Let's take a look at that Genji cam. Popping his ult in the corner here. Going for the Reinhardt. Does take out the Reinhardt. Going for the Winston as well. Can he pick off the Winston? Has to fall back a little bit. Notices an Anna who's kind of alone. Gonna see if he can't get a little bit of damage on this Anna. Goes for the reflect, but unfortunately nothing to reflect. Has to fall back to his teammates. But Mallard is doing a great job of holding this point. Absolute's doing well, coordinating, but they have to get in there at some point and capitalize on the kills they're making. Whenever they do go in there and get those kills, they're really not capitalizing, not really moving as much as they should because it's always a Winston or Zarya who's left alive, and they hold on to that point very well. Zanto's going to come in here, try to take out the Soldier if he can, but Soldier's getting healed fairly well, so he's not going to be able to do too much damage yet. More just pepper him to get his ult up, all in all. Do have the ult for Ducky coming out whenever she's ready, but doesn't have anything to combo with quite yet. Notices that Team Absolute Dysre is actually going to take the high ground up here in this case. Notices a Roadhog upstairs. Roadhog's looking for somebody. Hook gets the Winston, or gets the Reinhardt. Very interesting, but unfortunately doesn't get a kill on him just yet. And that's when the ult comes out, and you're going to see a lot of kills go down. That was a very, very well played Graviton Surge from Ducky. Wasn't very comboed with anything, but everybody was there to take advantage of it, and they did get the kills. And that's going to be another very strong defense from Mallard. We only got 10 seconds left, guys. I don't think it's going to be enough. With that team wipe, I think Mallard has taken this point fairly well. Absolute Dysre is going to have to put up a strong defense now. Oh, look at cute Roadhog sitting down. That's so cute.
1, 2, 3.
Looks like Team Mallard's actually going to take this game fairly well.
Victory.
This is 1-1, guys. Oh, it's exciting. Let's see the play of the game. Did I get to see the play of the game? Ah, Zanto as the Genji. We might have seen this one already, guys. Genji coming in here with his ult, gonna go out on the Anna, takes down the Anna very well, takes down the Zarya as well, going in for the Lucio, gets the Lucio, token in for the Reinhardt, does get the Reinhardt who got hacked. We saw that hack come in there in the end there, and that's a very well played. Zanto is doing some excellent work as Genji, guys. Very well done. But that is gonna mean that the teams are finally tied up, 1-1 for both teams. Very cool, and that means we're gonna go into a third map. This is great because this is the semifinals. This is what you want to see in the semifinals. You want to see some competition. And we got competition right here for you folks. If you haven't already, please do leave a follow. It definitely helps the stream. And also take a look at Overwatch University in the bottom corner. Overwatch University is a great place where you can find scrims, you can find matches, you can find teams, you can find casters. You can find anything you would want in TF2 or in Overwatch right here at Overwatch University. So take a look at Overwatch University and hit that follow button, guys. Thank you so much. But we have seen some amazing gameplay from both teams. Genji going in, Ducky going in, Soldiers going in whenever we see them as well. And just overall, it seemed like the maps were very even for both sides. I'm looking forward to seeing what the tiebreaker map's going to be, and kind of looking forward to seeing how long it's going to take for these teams to get ready. Because they always take a long time to get ready. Let's take a look here. Actually, I'm going to view a couple more stats if I can. God, 138 hours in this game is insane. I mean, it's not insane, okay? Because I know these are alternate accounts, some of these. But still, I haven't played 138 hours in this game, I don't think. So, it's insane for me. I'm fairly new to the Overwatch community, if you guys haven't noticed. I'm still getting used to all the names of the characters and the different comps and the different metas that we got going on. I've noticed that we got a little bit of a barrier turret meta going on in some games. I'm looking for, and we actually did see that with the Bastion coming out. Bastion bad manners, guys. But overall, I'm excited to see this final match. These are two great teams, Mallard and Absolute Dysre. I'm hoping to see who's going to come out on top here. $138 hours casual. Let's take a look at so 138 hours casual. Is that statistics? Is that quick play? Let's look at the current. Oh, okay. So quick play's got 125 hours, competitive 194, 178, and 438. What are the hours here? 95 hours in that competitive season, 39 in that one, and 42. And then those all add up to 125. Okay, so that makes sense. Oh, Temple of Anubis is going to be the final match here, guys. It looks like we're going to get in this game fairly quickly compared to the last game that we had going on, which is good because I can't stall for all that long. I'll be honest with you. But I actually kind of want to take a look at the Ooh, actually, I'm going to open a loot crate, because why not? In the meantime, let's open up a loot crate. Can I open up a loot crate here? Does that mean I have to leave the group? Do I have a loot crate to open? No, I don't, apparently. Oh, I don't want to leave the group. No, just open a loot crate. Oh, God. It looks like they're actually picking which map they still want to choose. I don't know if they're going to pick Temple of Anubis. Why, guys? Yeah, that's what they're saying. They're saying they're not sure if they want to pick Temple of Anubis. And it looks like everyone's agreeing. They all want to go Koth. Maybe. I don't know. Please. Well, for some reason, I've noticed that North America and Europe, you guys hate 2 CP maps. And I don't know why. Maybe it's just because I'm new to the game, but it seems like maybe it's just because they have a lot of there's a lot of times when these maps generally mean that you're gonna be, what's the word? There's gonna be a tie, and maybe that's frowned upon. Koth maps are very one-sided. You win or you lose. What's going on, Black Lotus? Welcome, Lodix. Welcome to the stream. We're just kind of hanging out. We're really waiting on the teams to decide what map they're going to go to. It looks like both teams have 1-1. Oh. Yeah, we actually do have another game coming up here in just a few minutes, guys. This game is taking a lot longer than expected. Ovale, hey! Ovale, I'll keep an eye on Ovale as well. Looks like both teams have 1-1 now, so we're trying to figure out what map these guys want to go on. Xanto fanboy. Oh, we got fanboys in the group. We're playing Anubis. Let's take a look. It does look like the teams are just like kind of hanging out, getting ready to go. And they're actually trying to figure out the rules as to whether or not they can play a game. And I just want to see them play a game, man. Here we go. Finally getting into Anubis. It is going to be another Anubis game. Another CP game, guys. Anubis. Let's actually take a look at Anubis from a higher vantage point than we usually can. Up here in the Raptors. Oh, I didn't know the skybox was right there. Oh, man, I want to go all the way up and look at the pyramid. Anyway, we do have Anubis. Another 2 CP map here. Oh, this is a very beautiful map, guys. Looks like we got Ducky coming in possibly as a Roadhog. I'd love to see Ducky as a Roadhog. He's been playing Zarya for such a long time and doing a great job on Zarya, but I really want to see what Roadhog has to bring to the table. Zarya with her golden gun, though. Very nice golden gun from Obesity. Very interesting. Golden guns all around, guys. Let's take a look at these golden guns. We haven't gotten a chance. Lucio, get your gun golden, man. Jeez. Anna, go in there and put on your golden gun, ma'am. Young ma'am. Looks like I got a little Winston dancing in the corner here. Very nice. Very nice. I do like it. Yeah. The whole team has come to look at this Winston just dancing on a table. Diva's got a game out as well. This is a family-oriented show, guys. If you guys haven't noticed, this is very family-oriented. 13 seconds left on the clock. It looks like Absolute Desire is not going to have a whole lot of time to get ready here. I actually got to switch the team's names. Let's swap those and update. So I'm actually going to take a look at the, if I can, take a look at the Hanzo cam, because we do have a Hanzo coming in from Mallard, from the name is Q. Gonna try to get a little bit of damage on the point as he can. Going for the Winston in the corner there. You notice he's doing quite a bit of damage on that Winston, but Winston does fall back. And gonna go in here, get a little bit of damage on this Winston if he can. Winston down finally. That's gonna be very well played by the name is Q. Going for the Diva as well. Diva's got her back turned. Doesn't have a whole lot of health yet. Trying to get this Soldier in the corner there. Soldier does have a Discord orb on him. And there he goes. Very nice pickup there. Notices that the entire team's coming down. Takes the high ground. Gonna try to get a scatter bomb out there. Does take out the Lucio. Going for the Soldier as well, but does get taken out by the Soldier in the end. Very well done. But it does look like this point's going to be contested a little well. Going to be a little bit of a fight going on. Actually, Diva v. Winston. Oh, Diva v. Reinhardt. Winston's going to come in here and try to get a little bit of damage on the Reinhardt. Reinhardt's holding up in the house down below fairly well. Trying to go for the Zarya. Taking out the Zarya if he can, but does get taken down. That's going to mean the absolute Dysre does take this point fairly quickly.
Time to accelerate.
Yeah, and that is the point right there, guys. Mallard's going to have to fall back and regroup on the second point. That's going to be 6 whole minutes. 6 whole minutes for Team Absolute to fall in here and get this point, but they want to get it in less time than that, guys. It looks like Mallard's going to come in here with the Zarya or Reinhardt defense. Diva's going to come in here and try to do a little bit of damage. He's going to push Reinhardt actually back if she can. Reinhardt's going to come in here, try to take out the Diva. Diva's all in his face, though, and that's when the tactical advisor comes out from Xanto. Going in for the Roadhog. Trying to get a little bit of damage on the Roadhog, but Roadhog's not the best pick. Notices that the Graviton Surge comes out, and that's going to be a lot more damage on the point. Roadhog goes down. Triple kill for Absolute Desire, and they're going to take this point very well. May's the only one on the point, and she's barely holding on. Can she hold on for her team? Doesn't look like it because the team's going to come out here fairly... Oh, Lucio does get taken down as well. Roadhog trying to come in from the corner. It looks like, just barely. Mallard's going to hold on the best they can. Winston on the point. Ducky on the point. Lucio does pop his ult. That's going to be a little more health for their team, but Winston does go down. Tracer does go down. May's going down here in the corner as well. Oh, man, but does get on the point. Imagine to hold it there. Mallard's doing the best they can just to hold this point for a little bit longer. That's going to be a double kill.
Come here and get stabilized.
And oh, Tracer's in the point, holding it as well. At this point, we just got the stragglers coming in from Mallard, trying to hold it as best they can because they know that they have lost this point. But the more people they send, the more that the Absolute Desire has to fight, and that's going to be the match. Well played. Well played.
Score 0-2. Switching sides.
That was an awesome Graviton Surge by Obesity there, guys. You guys did see it. Soldier actually, I was actually on the Soldier cam at the time, but we saw that Graviton Surge come in from the side there. Very nice Graviton Surge. Actually took out the team, and that meant that there was only one person left alive, which was the May, and she got taken out fairly quickly there soon as well. So feels good, man, indeed. Everybody's saying feels good, man. I want to say feels good, man. Feels good, man. Now we gotta see. Now we gotta see what Team Mallard's gonna do in response. They're on the offensive now, and we're gonna see whether or not they can take this point. Ducky is coming in here, interestingly enough, on the Winston. I didn't see it. Oh my god, what the... P-Mick, you missed so much, man. I'm sorry. But that match was over very quickly. Absolute Desire took the point fairly well, fairly strong. And so we're gonna have to see Mallard come in here and kind of see if they can take the point very quickly as well. They need to capture 2 points, guys. And they only got it looks like they got 4 minutes to do it for the first point. So 2 CP is cancer. Oh, don't be so down. Let's take a look at the Winston map. As he comes out, Ducky doing a little bit of damage. Gonna do a little bit of damage here. Hopping in on the point fairly quickly. Gonna try to get a little bit of damage in the front. Has the shield of Diva. Gonna get behind his Diva shield if he can. Gonna jump right in there, put his shield down, and going for the Mercy. Doesn't quite get any kills there yet. Winston beat Winston in their little bubbles. Winston's gonna come in here around the corner, jump in if he can, hopefully get this Anna, but once again has to fight another Winston. Winston v Winston is a very long game, but he does have the health kit, so Ducky's gonna fall out there very quickly. Anna trying to take down the Anna in the background. They're going for the Lucio as well. He's just a huge presence on the point, but his health is gonna go down very fast. It looks like Mallard is not gonna be able to take this point just yet, though. Winston does go down. It looks like they're actually taking the high ground here. Mallard doing an interesting pick there as well. Let's take a look at the name is Q cam. I'm gonna try get a little bit damage in that background, but Zari's doing a lot of work. Obesity is doing a lot of work with that shield. She's doing a very good job of holding her teammates alive, putting that shield on her support classes especially. Even gets it on Diva occasionally. But that's gonna mean that Team Nemesis or Team Mallard can't quite get as much damage as they want. Notices a soldier behind him. Soldier's gonna try to come in here and do a lot of damage to the team up top. Possibly gonna get a oh, it gets taken down by the Pharah very quickly. That sucks. And there comes a huge ult coming out from Diva, but might not be good enough. Ult coming out from the name is Q as well. Get a couple kills as well, but not quite enough to clear the point. We got a boosted Winston coming in. The name is Q does take out a couple more people here and there, but once again, we do notice that the Diva's gonna come out with her charge and clear the point. Obesity doing a lot of work on the point, but he's going to be left alone. And that's going to mean that the name is Q can finally take this point for themselves. With a couple minutes to spare at that. Mercy Ducky's feeding. Let's actually get a look on the Soldier cam, doing some push-ups. Just, you know, they know the point's lost, so they're going to fall back and do what they can.
Heal up here.
Let's take a look here. Going for a little bit of damage on the Pharah Mercy combo. The Pharmacy combo, I should say, right? Going here for a little bit of damage. Hoping to see what he can. Looks like the left hand, they're going to come from the left-hand side. Notices the Tracer. Takes out the Tracer. That was disgusting. Oh, I feel bad for that Tracer, guys. I'm so sorry. But he's going to come in here. Gets a little bit of damage and finally jumps up to his point before healing up. It looks like Absolute Desire is going to hold this point fairly well, but that's because Mallard hasn't quite put a push together yet. They lost their Pharah Mercy combo, so now they have to kind of regroup, rebuild. In the meantime, Xanter's going to, he's going to do some pushes, man. Do those pushes, man. Let's actually take a look at the Tracer cam. Cryptic's actually kind of hanging out in the back, just waiting on a team, typing in the chat as well. But in the meantime, she's gonna actually see if she can pop her ult, possibly on a soldier here. Let's see what happens here. Do a little bit of damage, and that's when Zonto pulls out his ult. Let's take a look at that. Oh, does get taken down by the Pharah fairly quickly. The Nemesis is doing a lot of work. Does get her ult as well. Takes out Obesity. Takes out, oh, huge Obesity kill. Finally gonna go in there and possibly get the Diva as well. Taking out some Sombra as well, and that's gonna be the point. Mallard's doing a very good job of taking this point. They even get the res in. And it looks like the team Absolute Dysre is not going to be able to take this point back. Lucy's going to go down on the point. Winston's going to go down fairly quickly here as well. Tracer's on the point. Diva's on the point. The team is slowly regrouping, but they already have lost quite a few. Do get that ult out, but Anna's going to go down very quickly here from the Pharah. And it looks like the name is Q is just doing work. Tracer does have that nano boost, but she's not going to be able to hold it, and that's when the nano boost comes out on the Pharah. Pharah's going to get a lot of damage in here at this point. If she can, has to fly up. Recharge her suit. Flies up in here. Takes out the soldier. Gonna try to take out Diva if she can. Soldier gets the heal there finally. And it does look like Absolute's gonna hold this point just barely, but Pharah's already got her ult up, and that's when she gets taken down by the Winston. Krimit doing a very good job on the Winston. Actually on fire. Let's take a look at the Krimit cam with that golden gun. Very fancy. Unfortunately, that pushed by Mallard. They had it, but they couldn't clench it. They couldn't clench, and Absolute barely comes back. And you guys have seen this before. In the last couple of games we saw, Mallard would barely get the point, but wouldn't quite finish it off, and that's when Absolute would come back. So we need to see Mallard once again here get a steady, solid push, really commit to that push and continue killing everybody on that point. We do have Tracer coming in here with her ult as well. Possibly going to pop that ult off if she can, but we do notice that Pharah has her ult in the corner, so I'm going to keep an eye on that as well. The ult economy is being won, in this case, in my opinion, by Absolute Dysre, but it's fairly even for both teams. Tracer v Tracer fight going on here. Cryptic versus Obesity. Obesity's going to fall back if she can. And it looks like we actually got a pause going on here. Somebody disconnected. Oh no. Flav left the game, and that's going to be a pause, guys. We were seeing some good gameplay so far. I did like that Tracer v Tracer fight we saw for a little bit. But it looks like we got both Tracer ults are going to come out here pretty soon. Going to have a Soldier ult as well. And possibly a Pharah ult here pretty soon. There's no Graviton Surges on either team right now. So that means they're just going to pop their ults whenever they get the chance. So I'm going to have to keep my eyes out for that. Yeah, Tracer is all up in the front line, man. Pause party! Pause party. We do have a pause party going on, guys. Just kind of hanging out. Everybody's asking what's been going on. How about them airplane food? What? I actually wonder if I can chat. I don't think I can chat. Yeah. Pause party. But in the meantime, we're just gonna kind of hang out, see what's going on. What's going on, Yeet? Hey, this is a kid-friendly channel, man. None of those words that you're saying with your face. We're actually waiting on Flav to get back in the game, guys. It looked like Flav just got disconnected. I think his internet was a little bad, a little wonky there. Forever watching Obesity. Yeah, we are. If you guys notice, Obesity's skin is pretty awesome here. And look at her guns. Her guns say they're made by Winston. Their guns are named Tracemaker. That's a really cool gun, man. So I need to look at how these guns shoot, because it looks like they shoot out a gas. Tracer's even got a gas mask on in this case, right? But, from what I've seen, it doesn't shoot out gas, but maybe it does. Maybe it does. We don't know why he left either. Oh man, we're fudged. Hey. Fudged the language there. What happens if he doesn't come back? Not our problem. Oh, these teams are so mean to each other. Oh my gosh. These teams are ruthless, guys. Yeah, man, rewatch all this later. It's definitely been a great stream. I've had it a lot. I've liked it a lot. His power went out, but it looks like he is going to come back into the stream here. Flavor's going to come back fairly quickly. When he comes back, he's going to come back to a round of applause. Standing ovations. And I got to ask. Flav, come back. You can blame it all on me. Well, we have been seeing some great plays from both teams. Zanto's been putting out some excellent damage. We have Ducky, when he's playing Zarya, he's doing a great job. I haven't watched him on the Winston cam quite yet. But we do have the name is Q doing a very good job as well. I should get some more of that Diva cam if I can for you guys. Currently on the Cryptic cam, or on the Obesity cam, I should say. But it does look like Tracer does have her ult. I'm ready to pop that bad boy, man. Obesity, if you can pop your ult, go ahead and do it. Here we go. Unpaused. Tracer's going to come in here and try to get a little bit of an ult on the Ana if she can. On the Mercy. There it goes. Mercy down. Very well done by Obesity there. Going for the fair as well. Going to not take that fight. Actually going to fall back. Straightology does go down in the end there. And it does look like the name is Q is going to be on this point, but not going to have much support with her. And to go in here, try to get this Winston if she can. Winston's actually going to push her out of the map in the end. And that's going to be a huge ult coming from Xanto. And that was a very good ult from Xanto there. Didn't quite get the full of it, but does get enough damage to where it does stop the push coming in from Mallard. And here he comes, missing his first jump. Possibly going to get a second jump, maybe. He has been staying upstairs for a lot of this match. But he does notice a ferret in the background. He's going to try to get a little bit more of a healing from his little point there. Jump up here if he can. Misses the jump again. Oh, come on, Xanto. Anyway, we're going to hop back on the... Actually, Silken cam if we can. Let's take a look at some Diva action. I haven't quite seen the Diva action here. Not giving love to the Diva. Gonna come in here on the Winston. Notices the shield's up. Gonna try to take as much shield of that damage as she can with the shield. Going for the Winston in this corner here. Ducky looks like he's in a bad spot. Gets pushed out. And barely taken down. But does get taken down in the end there. Gonna push in if she can. Possibly a little bit more damage here. Going for the Mei. Going for the Winston as well. Oh, but finally gets frozen. It has to eject. Gets pushed into the corner, and that's going to be Silken taken out fairly quickly, man. Oh, man. Once she gets taken out, once she gets pushed in that corner, it's really not much she could have done. These guys, I don't think these guys are pros, but these guys are very good. These guys are very good, I'll give them that. But the ult economy is actually being won here by the Absolute Dysre guys here in the corner there. They actually do have 4 ults up. To Mallard's 2, and Mallard's gonna have to do a lot of work to get in this point. Ferris finally got her ult up here as well. Gonna see if she can pop that around the corner. Gonna try to take out a Winston if she can. But unfortunately, she doesn't have her team quite with her just yet. It looks like Mallard's looking for a way to push in. Diva wants to pop this ult. Can she do it around this corner? Here she goes, going for the soldier. Gets the soldier. But finally gets denied by Diva there. And that's not gonna be as much damage as she wanted. Not quite as much. Lucio does pop his ult on Team Absolute Dysre, and that's going to mean that their team... Diva goes for the nerf. Another nerf coming out as well. Oh, wow. That was 2 nerfs in a row, and both Divas got pushed out of their suits. Free's going to go down here on the point from the defensive team, but it looks like Absolute is actually slowly but surely losing their players. The name is Q, gonna finally come in and take this point, but that's when Winston pops his ult there on the point. Crimit's gonna try to come in here and get a Mercy if he can. Takes out Silken. Coming back in for the Mercy. Can he get the kill? Does have his gun out, but doesn't get the kill, and that's when the res comes out of Team Mallard there. Absolutely Dysre is doing a great job of putting the defense up. At the same time, they gotta keep it up because Mallard's coming in here very strong. Lucio does come in with that ult, and that's gonna be a lot more healing for the offensive team. For the defensive team. Coming here, trying to get this Mercy once again. Does look like Tracer actually has her ult. Let's take a look at the Tracer cam. Which one would that be right there? Tracer gonna come in and try to pop this ult whenever she gets a chance. Riding a Diva in the corner there. Doesn't want to waste the ult quite on him just yet. D.Va does get her ult, and that's when the ult is put on the D.Va there. Very well done. Tracer gonna come here trying to get a bit more damage. D.Va does get taken out of her suit very quickly. And it does look like Mallard's doing a great job of holding on to this point, trying to get in there as quickly as they can. But Absolute just barely got one person up. As long as they got one person up, they can really just keep the point. A Blizzard does come in, and that's gonna be the match complete. We finally get Mallard taking that point.
1-2.
Oh, my bad. I should say that Absolute's gonna win this game, guys. Wow. Very well played by both teams, but in the end, Absolute barely holds on to it. Let's take a look at the play of the game.
Play of the match.
Play of the game coming from Crimit here. Let's take a look and see if we saw this one.
Fire at will.
Ah, the Zarya combo. I do remember this one, guys. Winston always does very well with the Zarya combo, and so whenever he gets in there, he can get a ton of damage everywhere. Well done, explain. I do think, oh my god, I do think the Absolute won because nobody was technically on the point. Nobody was technically on the point when that happened. If you guys noticed, I was actually on the Tracer cam, and so Tracer was barely on the point before she fell off. But GG's all around. I'm actually gonna stop. I'm gonna put the stream on pause here because I gotta get to another game fairly quickly. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, please leave a follow and definitely check out Overwatch University in the bottom below. As always, this is Tough on Dirt, Gentle on Carpet, signing off.